Hello and welcome to the Cornetto Pastil. Alright, okay. The Cornetto podcast. This is just going to be the pilot episode where we literally just talk about everything that we possibly can talk about, including why it's called the Cornetto podcast, what we're doing with our lives so far, and why Kian doesn't upload. This one's with Kyldriis.
Hello. Why I don't upload?
Yeah. Nah.
That's
Alright,
okay.
so we'll just start off with basically the only way to start, which is why it's called the Cornetto podcast. So, this all started from me being on the train today.
Like you do.
Like you do, just being on the train. And I thought, you know what? What's the best thing about well, to be fair, I wasn't even thinking what's the best thing. I was thinking about food, which is in my life the best thing. And so yeah, I was just thinking about food and thinking about, because I've not eaten much today. I was thinking about different foods and stuff like that. And then I was just listening to Misfits podcast. Shout out, bigger podcasts that are doing way better than us anyway.
No, actually getting somewhere instead of 2 views here and there.
Exactly.
Sounds so sad.
But yeah, I was thinking about. I started to think about cornettos, and I wondered if there was a vanilla cornetto. And so, I don't think there is actually. Is there?
No.
Because there's
Hold on.
strawberry ones which are strawberry and vanilla, but then there's no actual just vanilla. And I love my vanilla stuff anyway. So yeah, I was just thinking about cornettos, and here we are, the Cornetto podcast up and running, day one. Potato, ting tang walla, sorted.
Hold on, I just found a Google image of potential Cornetto vanilla.
The vanilla cornetto. My God, a vanilla cornetto.
It's just not coming through. It's just not going to my Discord.
Mm.
Click, drag. What more do you need?
Anyway, so that's the main reason why it's called the Cornetto podcast.
That's the only reason why it's called vanilla.
No, the second reason is
Oh.
because it's dead random, and we are dead random anyway. So
Yeah, fair enough.
anyway, moving on. We're 3 minutes in, and already we've pretty much lost the will to live.
I wouldn't say that.
So many going on.
Um. It was my idea to do a Reddit thing, which is why there's a Reddit thing in our
Yeah, you had the idea of, like, just leave in the comments what you want us to do with this podcast kind of thing, because we can go onto Reddit. We can do Reddit. Like, if you want to give us ideas on Reddit, we can do Reddit things. Oh my God, Cornetto Classic. Vanilla. What on earth is that?
What that is.
What on earth is that?
Hazelnuts on top though.
Yeah, but that's not fully vanilla, is it? I was on about like the full-on vanilla, just a full-on vanilla one where it's so
Take the
boring.
chocolate off.
Just take chocolate off of it and everything, just pure vanilla. Anyway, yeah, we're also gonna be moving on to different topics as we go along that we don't specify. So it's like, one's like, we've now reached the YouTube adpocalypse number 2, which
Yeah.
it doesn't really affect us because we don't make money off of YouTube anyway, because we've not got enough views, we've not got enough subs, that kind of thing. YouTube doesn't love us enough. But the whole adpocalypse number 2, do you know what's happened with it? Do you know what's like actually been going on with it?
No, what's happened?
Like, it's basically just been like, basically there's a whole other side to YouTube. This guy was investigating the whole other side to YouTube, how there's like a whole paedophile kind of side to it. And it's dead creepy and dead crazy. And then
Hold on, there's been this thing called Momo going on.
oh, don't even get me started on Momo, man. Right, the Momo challenge. That's been around for years. Like,
Is it?
It's been around for ages, bro.
Is
But
that
it
actually?
used to be on WhatsApp. It used to be on WhatsApp, and they'd get you'd give them your number, or they'd get your number somehow. And it would just be like a whole massive thing. But only recently has it been going on to like YouTube comments and stuff. Been on YouTube comments, been on Twitter, been on
It's been on YouTube Kids.
Exactly. It's been on. I think I heard that it was on Peppa Pig, and that was like the where it kind of got to for me. It was like it got to Peppa Pig, and then that was it. I couldn't be bothered with it anymore.
Appearing in Fortnite and Peppa Pig YouTube videos.
Fortnite, man. But yeah, the Momo challenge has been around for years, man. Absolutely yonks. But at the same time, I don't know, it's kind of creepy knowing that, like, your kids, obviously not our kids, but parents' kids could be getting basically victimized for this. And it's
It's just not happening, is it?
pretty mental, isn't it?
Like, at least wait till the teenagers to find out all this stuff.
Oh, for God's sake. What, to find out that you want to kill yourself?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's a strange thing that's been going on recently. The Momo challenge. Oh man, it's just dead weird, isn't it? In the aspect of things with the, like, because this is basically our way of being able to go off on a tangent about things, and you know how much I like to go off on a tangent.
Yeah, always.
So with the Momo challenge, it was. Hang on, I'm gonna start doing my research on it here, because it's a very, very strange thing to come across, isn't it? So
Yeah.
the Momo challenge. Hang on. So I've just typed in Momo challenge. It literally top stories. Viral Momo challenge is a malicious hoax, say charities. Momo challenge, the anatomy of a hoax. School, police, and media told to stop promoting Momo hoax. So the Momo challenge is a hoax internet challenge which was spread around by users on Facebook and media outlets. It was reported that children and adolescents were being enticed by a user named Momo to perform a series of... I've lost it now. Perform a series of dangerous tasks, including violent attacks and suicide. Despite claims that the phenomenon had reached worldwide proportions in July 2018, the number of actual complaints was relatively small, and no police force has confirmed that anyone was harmed as a direct result of the phenomenon. Reports on awareness and alleged challenge rose February 2019 after the police service of Northern Ireland posted a public warning on Facebook. So basically, no one's really been too badly injured by it. Background and reactions. So I'm literally just going through Wikipedia here. But the Momo challenge gained public attention in July 2018 when it was noticed by a YouTuber, Rainbot, which, to be honest, I've never really heard of him or her or it.
Wait,
Rainbot, REIGNBOT, Rainbot.
REI.
Yep, GNBOT.
Rainbot. Wait, what? What's this dude doing?
Wait. He was basically the one who explored the Momo situation and brought she. Is it a she? Hang on.
I think so. Yeah, exploring the...
Yeah, it's a she. She basically didn't find it out, but pretty much, I don't know.
She basically said what it was about.
She was the one who noticed it and brought it to the public eye.
Ah, fair enough.
So yeah, this Momo challenge targeted teenagers. Were you targeted by it?
What?
Were you targeted by it?
By Momo?
Yeah.
No, instead I went up to different things.
Yeah, same.
I've not quite spent my time on YouTube, but I've spent my time on an app called Ask It.
Yeah, you've been on. This is where we need to kind of. I'll come back to the Ask It thing. You spent most of your time on Snapchat, but we're gonna go back onto this. This Momo challenge first. We're gonna keep going through this. So, it targeted teenagers and people presenting themselves as Momo on WhatsApp message. Try to convince people to contact them through their cell phone or mobile phone. As with other internet challenges phenomenon, such as Blue Whale. What's Blue Whale? Blue Whale challenge, social network phenomenon dated back to 2016 that claimed to exist in several countries. It's a game reportedly consists of a series of tasks assigned to players and administered over a 50-day period. What? What's this?
That was just a lot of words.
It's a game that. Wait. Oh, the Blue Whale Challenge. It consists of a series of tasks. This is why it kind of comes with the Momo Challenge. Tasks assigned. It's right. It consists of a series of tasks assigned to players by administrators over a 50-day period, which initially starts off pretty decent, pretty nice, before introducing elements of self-harm, and the final challenge requiring the player to commit suicide.
Oh,
Blue Whale first attracted news coverage in May 2016 in an article in a Russian newspaper, Novaya Gazeta, that linked many unrelated child suicides to membership of the group F57 on a Russian-based VK social network, which is like... It's kind of like Discord. A wave of moral panic swept Russia. However, the piece was later criticised for attempting to make a casual link where none existed. And none of the suicides were found to be a result of group activities. Claims of suicides connected to the game have been reported worldwide, but none have been confirmed. So, basically, that's it. The Momo Challenge is basically like a knockoff version of the Blue Whale Challenge.
Oh. The Blue Whale.
The messages of the Momo Challenge are subsequently accompanied by frightening or gory pictures.
Oh.
Yeah. But to be fair, if you look at the Momo picture itself, it's not the nicest thing to look at, to be fair. I mean, I wouldn't call it fascinating, it's just quite... You could imagine that being quite scary if that just popped up to you one day. Like, Wagwan.
If you're a kid.
Exactly. Let's cut back to...
Wagwan was slit our wrists together.
No, because it's not even together, is it? It's just... I'm looking at the picture now. It's such a strange thing, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just...
Anyway, so yeah, me and Kian haven't been affected by that, luckily. And no one that we really know has been affected by that. Instead, Kian's been spending his time on Ask It. Now, Ask It, if you don't know, or ask.it, is a kind of like it's like a Snapchat app, which you basically put on your story and ask people to ask you questions. So go on, Kian.
There is another side to it. As soon as you get on the app, you're filled with this massive world of like promiscuous males and females, in which can all be avoided if you make an account like I have under the name of Dog.
You've made an account called Dog. Yeah, it's just here. It's just here. So it's basically like it can have the tendency to go down the kind of Tinder route where it's like, if you don't know what Tinder is because you're on my channel.
This is the most tame of all the questions and my answer to it.
So Tinder is basically like a dating site. The question is, what would we do if we were in a room together? X. No, like you tell me. And then Keaton put fetch because his account is Dog. So
it's not quite as funny if you don't see it. I mean,
I'll probably put it in the video somewhere. I'll probably chuck it on.
It was hilarious at the time.
I'll chuck it on the screen, which that's quite funny in itself. But I mean, it's whatever people want, really. It's like, if you don't, it's the equivalent of like a kind of Tinder kind of profile, or just some. It's like an adolescent kind of group, or an older than adolescent kind of group, like a kind of app, but people use it where...
There's different age ranges. There's underneath 15, there's 15 to 18, and there's 25 plus as well.
Oh my god, wait. And this links directly into it directly links into the Momo thing, because on here it says...
Chuck it on the video.
It's me Momo is the name, so I'll save that picture as... One sec.
Yeah, it's the name of the user, and he's posed as Momo, and he's basically said, "Bye guys, I've had my fun. Me and my brother are hoping to go now. See you all next year, laughing face." After he's actually caused another bit of a tantrum in another chat.
Yeah, but hang on.
People
The
having a
the
go at him.
it's me Momo person is so me and my brother have had fun. So who's Momo's brother then?
It'll be them on a dual account.
Oh, it'll be on a dual account. All right, okay.
So basically,
so
me and
what
Dog
what
had
Kian, aka Doggo, but I'm not mentioning what number it is. But I don't know who you are
Doggo
or what
9.
you want.
No, you need to say it properly. You need to say it properly.
Fine.
I don't know who you are.
Here we go. No, we gotta
What
do.
you want.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want.
That's earache. That's earache. Oh no.
I'm the one who has to edit
I
this.
don't know you.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. But I want to tell you that I have a very specific set of skills. Sensory skills. My teeth have been sharpened from my gum soothing chewy so I will find you.
I will find you.
And I will kill you. Anyway. So yeah, that's the that's kind of where that link is. That we made that link. That's kind of where we've gone from that. So in other news on YouTube, not too long ago, aka about like yesterday, from when this was recorded and not uploaded, because I'll probably upload it tomorrow. But KSI was arrested.
Wait, what? When?
KSI got arrested yesterday because there was some Twitter things going out, which basically I was watching Drama Alert today, like you do, and there was a hashtag going around called Free KSI on Twitter. Wait, when was it? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday at 4:48 a.m. He put I'm free. So it was like day before yesterday he must have got arrested, and yesterday he got freed.
Jesus, why? How?
But I don't know. He put literally he put at 4:21. He put this whole thing is long, man. And then at 4:48, sorry, he put I'm free. So basically that was him. He'd obviously been arrested for something. He's obviously been arrested or detained for something. And it's all kind of got a bit strange. And yeah, because
That's messed up.
there was a hashtag that went round, which like Simon put hashtag free KSI. I think Josh Zerka put free KSI. Simon's mini minter, by the way. I'm not sure how many others put free KSI. Ethan put free KSI. I think it's the whole group that did. I think. Toby did. Did Vic. Vic did. And
It would have been the entire group.
last but not least. Oh no. Harry didn't. Of course he didn't.
I've got a question for you though.
But
Is this live or recorded? Bum, bum, bum.
what do you mean?
It's a podcast, isn't it?
What do you mean is it live or recorded?
Well, I mean, there's only two things it can mean. Is it live or is it recorded?
What is in the podcast?
Yeah.
It's recorded, isn't it, bro?
I don't know.
I mean, you should know that because you're having to send me your thing. You have to send me your your recording, because then I get to edit it all together. We literally spoke about this 20 minutes ago, just before the podcast started.
Fair enough. I just thought it was like, not live.
It's not live. What?
I'm actually having a brain stumble at the moment.
Yeah, I can tell. Right, I'm gonna move on to the next next
Do you actually
topic.
have this written down, or is this just?
I've got it kind of written down. I've got notes up, but not enough to be able to go off of them fluently.
I mean, I'm not trying to say this in a bad way, but this is kind of dying.
It's fine. It's fine. It's going about as well as the What's Good podcast goes with Mini Minter and Randolph. Just called out. So far, we've called out 2 podcasts in 20 minutes.
I take it that does not go well at all.
It goes quite well actually, but they literally just chill and talk. It's not like it don't get very big and hectic and stuff. Like the Misfits podcast. But anyway, since there's like two of them in that podcast, I'm trying to make it into a segue, but I can't segue very well. Bunny, well, we're both single.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's one way of bringing it to another one. So, yeah, we're both single. We've had different things that have gone on. But yeah, as of when this is recorded and uploaded, we're both single.
Why are you trying to sell us out, bro?
So I'm not. I'm just trying to move on to a different. Have you got another topic in mind?
Not really.
We'll try and think about a topic, and then we'll be able to move on to that, won't we?
Alright.
So yeah, we're both. To be honest, our personal lives have kind of crumbled, but well, mine's completely crumbled. But yeah, it's crumbled about as much as CS:GO has recently.
Yeah.
Because, oh my god, that game. Like, I'm a massive fan of CS:GO, but you can't take it seriously anymore because there's that many cheaters on it. That many cheaters and that many hackers that you just...
Legit.
There's no way of being able to... Keen, if you... I swear all this podcast, you've just agreed with me and then said a few things about it and then that's it.
What else can I do?
Add more to it. Like, why is it dying? You just give that kind of insight. It's not just my podcast. It's whoever's on this podcast with me. It's their podcast as well.
Fair enough. I don't really have an opinion so far on that though.
You don't have an opinion on CS:GO dying?
No, it's like I play it, but it's dead. Competitive's dead.
The competitive is dead, but it's strange because it was like it died as soon as I got my second account. Because that was when it seriously got to...
Oh god, the Vipescle's on here.
Yeah. Obviously it wasn't to do with me, but it was... I got my second account. And...
He says that to himself.
I got my second account and it was as if it all kind of mushed.
Crumbled.
Because I was going into... It was like, on my first account, I'm going into games with gold 1s, gold 2s, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, this is alright. I'm able to go up the ranks this way because there's not... It's Prime and there's not that many cheaters. It's all good. And then I went on to matchmaking on my second account. Now, I bought Prime for my second account. Because
mistakenly.
Yeah, because I didn't want to buy... I didn't want to be with any cheaters or anything. And I just kind of wanted to just go the quick route with, you know what, I'll just be able to get Prime and do it that way.
Yeah.
But it kind of went downhill from there. It kind of went down the sewer or down the drain because I went on to matchmaking, like literally first game. I went on to matchmaking, and I saw people spin botting. I saw people basically just head glitching me and stuff like that. I was nah.
It's so for that.
It was a little bit strange. Second game was alright. Second game I did well because it was everyone was genuine. Or there was a few cheaters in it and they didn't really do much. But just, Valve, come on, sort it out, pal. We need to sort it.
They did think they could do well with the free-to-play aspect because the game was already dying.
But
that's just because the competitive scene isn't good.
But over the years, it's fluctuated. Like we all know that. It's fluctuated over the years with the competitive scene. It's like, before it comes up to a big tournament, barely anyone plays it. All throughout the big tournament, everyone kind of plays it and watches the tournament and stuff. Then after the tournament, it starts to die again until back at the start of the tournament. It's always done that, every time. And then it's had the odd fluctuation here and there. Making it free to play is just ruin the algorithm, ruin that statistic going. Because it's
just bought on these Chinese accounts, no racism or anything, but it's just bought on these Chinese accounts that just...
They literally, they are cheaters. And the reason they get away with it is because, well, they don't, but they stay on enough to ruin the competitive game for us.
And now that they've added... At first, it was that you had to buy Prime, which some hackers already did, because they were just set, you know. But now, all you need to do is reach rank 21 through competitive, and then you've instantly got Prime.
Exactly. Well, to be fair, you could do it with Prime. You could reach rank 21 anyway. But now they've brought in you can buy it at any rank. As long as you've got rank 1, you can buy it. And I find that stupid. Even though I've done that on my second account, that's stupid. Because I feel like you need to get that. The way that they've done CS:GO over is they've made it free to play, and that's the only thing that they've done wrong. Because they were doing well with it before that.
They had like 3,000 people searching at one time, whereas now they have 16,000 just not on Prime, which is why they really want their characters.
No, because even on Prime they've got, what is it, like 6K, maybe 6 to 8K that are just going at it constantly, and that on a real, that's a decent matchmaking service kind of thing. Because even if it's 6 to 8K, you can imagine that about maybe it's 1 or 2K is in Europe, then 1 or 2K is in America and Australia and that kind of thing. You just
the odd 300 people from the UK trying to battle it out with all these Russians.
Exactly. See that? Yeah, but that's the European servers for you. We'll move on to that in a minute. But the way that they've messed it up is that they've made it free to play, so that they've got more people playing it at one time. So they've got more revenue coming in because they've got more people playing it, and then they've got more popularity. Even though everyone knows that it's starting to, I mean, it is already dying out, but it is starting to die. As unfortunate as that is. And that's just because of the way that they've done the free to play. They just shouldn't have gone through that way of it. They shouldn't have gone through the free to play aspect because, I mean, I just don't see what they've done here. I mean, Valve, you need to kind of sort out your servers there. It's like you can't go away from free to play now because you've signed up for the free to play thing. But at the same time, you shouldn't have really gone down that sellout route. It's a little bit annoying. Anyway, moving.
I like how our little your little channel is speaking to a massive corporate brand.
I am, but it's the little people that matter. It's always the little people that matter. It's like I've got under 100 subs. On the road to 100 subs though. I've got under 100 subs, but I still play the game and I still love the game as a game. Because it's like, you can go back into competitive if you need to, because you've got Prime, and then there's not that many hackers on it, as we've just been saying. But it's just like, it always gets dead messed up as well, because you always get the odd hacker who just ruins the game for you, and then ruins your KD, and ruins your rank up and your rank down. It's like you could be on the brink of ranking up, and then have one loss of a match, and not be able to rank up. And the amount of globals that are cheaters now, the amount of globals that have hacks on as well, it's just insane.
Yeah, it's just a bit.
Anyway, so we'll go deeper into this issue, but we'll go into European servers. Why on earth have they got it as European services, not UK servers? Because
they don't have enough. Oh, they do have enough money. I was gonna say they don't have enough money to invest in some terminals over in.
But they do. They've got. No, but all they need is a UK server and then the rest of Europe server. Because we're not going to be in the EU. We're going to drift off from there and float off into the Atlantic, and we're going to be all fine and dandy, aren't we? But
joke, but you know.
I mean, not stolen, but the basis of the joke's been taken from Soviet Womble.
Altered.
Great channel. But we are going to. I couldn't have phrased it any better, because that is the best way to phrase it. He's just phrased it. He phrased it in the best way for me. Because we're not going to be part of Europe. It's not as if we never use the euro anymore. Unless we go travelling somewhere. We use the pound, which is ours. We don't do anything really the European way. In France, you drive on the other side of the road. We drive on the left side of the road.
Yeah, because we just want to kill some Frenchmen. That's all we want.
No, but it's like we want them to wave the white. Anyway, we're not gonna go into that again. But we
saved that.
Oh, go on.
Can I save the chat with that? You stopped the joke from happening.
Yeah, I did. Had to keep this podcast somehow safe and friendly. So we don't do anything the European way, and we're not with the whole Brexit thing. We've exited the EU. We've chosen to leave, haven't we? Which I fully disagree with, but that's for a different matter. In fact, that'll be something that we can come on to anyway. But yeah, we've basically said that we don't want to be part of the European Union. We want to be our own. So why on earth are we on Europe servers? Why are we with these people who don't?
It's not about the EU.
But we're with
video games.
on CS:GO. We're with people who don't speak our language. Now the point of CS:GO, if you look at American servers, they all speak the same language. Look at Australian servers and New Zealand servers, all speak the same language. You get to European servers, we've got one Russian on our team, one Spanish person, and the rest of them are German. It's like you don't know what you don't know what they're saying, and they don't know what they're saying to each other.
And then they wonder why we play worse.
Yeah, and then they expect us to play great, even though we can't work as a team, which defeats the objective of CS:GO. We can't work as a team, so it becomes every man for themselves, which is a bad way to play the game. It becomes quite tilted. It can become tilted for your team. Like if you have you and a few other English people on your team, you're fine. But then on their team, they'll probably have like one English person, one Spaniard, one German person, and one Russian, and then one who no one actually knows because he doesn't speak. But yeah, it gets really stupid.
Get racist very fast, so I think we.
No. It's just us explaining our points. It just gets very stupid the way that Valve has decided to do this. Valve, come on, sort out your life. Anyway, it's just a bit.
God.
It's just a little bit stupid where they put us on servers and expect us to be able to speak their languages like Russian and Spanish and German and Austrian and stuff like that. Maybe not Austrian. Wherever in Europe, I'm tired. It's 8:15 and I'm already tired. But yeah, anyway, so moving swiftly on from Europe chat and more onto what Britain's decided to get themselves in for right now. So, not sure if everyone's aware or if no one is aware or whatever, but Brexit's happening.
I'm sure more people than not are aware of that.
Okay. Keen, are you playing a game right now?
Yeah.
Why?
Content, innit?
I said you need your full attention, bro.
You have more attention than you had before.
Alright. So basically Brexit's happening, which if you don't know what Brexit is, where have you been for the past God knows how long? Maybe 6 months, maybe over a year. I've no idea how long this has been going on for. But
too long.
Yeah, way too long. But Brexit is basically how do I describe it? We're basically floating off from Europe. We're drifting away from them. Because
taking our pounds with us.
We're taking our pounds with us and we're not giving anything more into Europe.
There's our politician with an amazing walk.
There's Kian.
What?
Our politician with an amazing walk.
Memes, innit?
For God's sake. So, basically what we're doing is there's pros and cons for both the staying and the leaving. There's pros and cons for both. There's if we stay, then we've got more stuff with the EU, so we've got your Aldi and your Lidl's, which will stay down in price, and your petrol and diesel, which will once again stay down in price, which will be great for me. But then you've also got the fact that we're paying in money
that we have
to them. So we want to be more selfish and we want to keep our money that we're keeping.
That makes sense.
We want to keep our money that we earn. And that's what everyone's kind of gone for.
Yeah, it's a bit messed, you know?
It's very messed up in the way that they've done it. It's very stupid. But then again, not much can be said. With the Cornetto podcast, because we were going on about food and petrol, and then that's my little segue. Going on about food and petrol and Cornettos and how Cornettos are lovely. But yeah, moving on. The Cornetto podcast. I feel like next podcast should be done in a car. should be just driving about, talking about different things.
We'd literally just be talking about the surroundings. It'd end up like this one, just literally talking about nothing.
But it wouldn't, because we'd actually have a plan. It's like things that go down in the week. We just jot down on our notes.
All week about this.
Hmm?
This was literally just a mad idea by you.
A bad idea, did you say?
Mad.
Oh. No, but it's not that mad of an idea, because all we need to do is jot down ideas, and then, like, because I know that right now we're talking absolute nonsense, but we just need to jot down ideas, and we need to just go through what we've done in the week and what we are doing and stuff like that. Because podcasts are going up in popularity and in like content wise. There's not enough. What I found is there's not enough podcasts by channels that I love, or even channels that I like, that are decent. There's none that are kind of out there that are amazing. It's like there's the Misfits podcast and the What's Good podcast. They're amazing ones. Like the Misfits podcast is kind of in a league of its own right now, just because of how much fun they have.
Yeah.
How did I know you weren't going to?
But we don't have edibles, so.
No, we don't have edibles. We don't have weed, and we don't drink or anything. Well, I mean, legally I could drink, but I'd much rather not while I'm doing this. So, yeah, I don't know. There's you find so many different podcasts and so many different parts of like channels that things. Let's just talk things. So you find. Sorry, my brain's deciding not to work for some reason.
I think my brain's just not been working all day. I got hit in the head by a football yesterday. That was fun.
Oh yeah, right. Let's hang on. We're gonna cut out of this conversation and go straight into that one. So
cut straight into me getting a concussion.
So, Kian, I'll let you tell the story since it is your story to tell. Go ahead, my brother.
So basically, I was minding my own business, talking to my mates, standing in front of this goalpost. It was highly likely that somebody would kick a ball, you know.
The way that he described it to me was he was stood in front of the goalpost and he decided that it was like he was just chatting away to his mates while they were playing football, and he decided that. In fact, no, we've not even reached that point in the story yet, so you can carry on.
Yeah, basically, as I was chatting to my mates, this dude kicked a ball, full pelt. I was like, oh, I'll just face away. It's not going to hit me.
So
then it hit me
basically
in the back of the head square.
Basically, the way that he thought about it was, he thought that he wasn't going to get hit by the ball. So he was just talking to his mates, and then he decided to turn around and be like, probably won't hit me. I'll just kind of dodge away from it in a way.
Yeah, so then it smacked me in the back of the head. I was fine, a bit hazy. So I carried on my day, normal. Did not understand much for the rest of the day. Probably don't remember it if I tried. Came home. Never have I ever taken a random nap out of nowhere. Went home, went onto the couch, passed out. Well,
yeah, full on just knocked straight out onto the seat. Meanwhile, I'm over in Manchester at this point because I have I obviously don't get told about these kind of things. But go on.
A bit mad. So yeah, my mum was like, "It's not like you to sleep." I was like, "I know." I didn't tell her, so after my English tutor came around, I did pretty well on the question, which I never do well on. And my dad said, I heard you went to sleep before, so it's not like you. I said, yeah, got hit in the head by a football, I think I got concussion. Oh, I said, I would explain it. Why didn't you tell us before? I was like, I think I forgot.
Didn't really remember it.
I didn't really remember to, you know.
Now, the only way that I found out about this was yesterday. I was just basically messing about on my computer because yesterday was like my little study day kind of thing. So I stayed in bed till, I think it was like 1:30. I stayed in bed till. It was stupid. Something stupid. I didn't completely get dressed yesterday. I just kind of whipped on a hoodie and jeans, went out, got some tea and then came back, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it was about 9:30 that our mum had messaged me. And she literally just put, "Do you want to call?" And I was like, "Not really." because she calls me like every day. She video calls me every day, and sometimes it can get annoying, sometimes it can be quite nice. Like, it can be quite a little relaxing thing to just talk about your day. But I was like, not really. So she was like, oh, okay, just wanted to call. Are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. So then there was the opportunity that she could have told me. She didn't.
But no.
But no. So I decided to come home today because I have nothing basically going on tomorrow. Nothing 100% needed to go on tomorrow. So I came home today. In the car, she decided this is where she had another opportunity to tell me. She didn't. So she picked me up from the train station. I got in the car. We just started speaking about why I came home, that kind of thing. Managed to get in the house. Then spoke to my dad for a bit. Once again, he had the opportunity to tell me. He didn't. 15 minutes later, I went up to Kian.
15 whole minutes.
Had to go get him. Didn't get told. Only when it got to tea time, which was literally about 2 hours later from when I got in. Maybe not 2 hours. Maybe about an hour. Half an hour later. So half an hour to an hour later, like basically the length of this podcast so far, later, it comes up in conversation really casually. Where Kian goes, I'm tired. And my mum goes, maybe it was because of the concussion. To which my ears prick up and go, what? Concussion? Eh? Kian then looks over and goes, oh, so you haven't been told. Meanwhile, I'm there like, well, if I got told, then that'll be amazing. But no, I haven't been told. So he explained that whole story to me. Anyway.
Yeah,
moving on.
It was me who did the good work with that.
Top notch, Kim. Well done.
Thank you.
Very, very proud. Very, very proud.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on from bumps to the head to. Sorry, I forgot what the segue was then. Did you get it? Did you get what I said there? Hey, wink, wink,
Nope,
nudge,
I
nudge.
had no idea.
I forgot.
Oh.
So that's what I said there. That's yeah. So we have a band. We've had a band for about a year now. No, we got fine. Okay, Kian joined later on, but I was one of the members who formed the band. I was going to say former members then, but that wouldn't be the right word. So we have a band called The Sound, which basically we're just like a party function band kind of thing. But we're coming up to the year of. Oh, check us out on Facebook, by the way. The Facebook will just be on the screen now. So we're coming up to basically we're almost at a year of The Sound being The Sound, which I find absolutely insane.
It is kind of
a whole year. We're coming up to the anniversary of it, and in the last year we've done Winter Gardens countless times. We did a we opened up a festival, which was the Blackpool Switch On. We opened that up, like the light switch on. That was insane. 10,000 people came to see us. Now it's a ghost town.
I mean, 10,000 people came to see the acts that were.
No. There was 15,000 to 20,000 that came to see the act. When we came on stage, there was 10,000 people.
Not expecting. Anyway.
Nah, not expecting us. But I'll tell you what, we got some good work from it.
Yeah, we did.
And great publicity. It was amazing. It's still going on though. It's like we've got a wedding that they asked us for. They saw us at the Switch On, and literally that night they went, "So I'm getting married in 2020. What would you like to do our wedding for us?" And we were like, "We'll see how our calendars are." But yeah, the only reason that came up in my head then for the whole year thing is because we're seeing them tomorrow, aren't we? Because we're going bowling. We're going bowling tomorrow. Which is why if this comes out a little late, if this podcast comes out maybe around 10:30, 11:30, that's why. But
is this meant to be the same night?
no. I'm going to edit this tonight and then upload it tomorrow, which is going to be the Friday.
Fair
So
enough.
hopefully this podcast thing can become every Friday. If not, it can become a weekend thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, just I mean, there's not really much to talk about on a pilot episode, is there? Of a
No,
podcast.
okay.
I think we've been going pretty well because we've covered what we needed to cover. We've done everything, and we've kind of there was a little bit of a silent part in the middle, but that was just me waiting for you to say yeah. So
Yeah.
this has been the Cornetto podcast so far. If you enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe. I may even make this into its own.
Comment.
I may.
See you in the next video, guys.
I may even make this into its own little channel. To be fair, the Cornetto podcast with Vipes calling Kyldriis, and then we can add more people on if necessary. Like we've got a bunch of friends who I'm sure would be happy to come on. Like we've got Ryan or Rones, who you've seen in my streams, and Kian's videos. You've seen. There's other ones like there's Jexy who could come on. There's Christo who could come on. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
just let us know what you thought of the podcast because it's coming to an end now. I may even, if it gets enough, kind of like advertisement, like not advertisements, but if it gets enough people listening to it and watching it, I will make it into its own. If necessary, I'll make it into its own channel. Or better yet, I'll make it into like a live thing so that we'll do it in the car. Not do it in the car, but we'll do the podcast in the car instead of it just being our avatars. It'll be us driving around, just talking about everything, and may even put it on Spotify. Who knows?
Maybe that'll be pretty good, wouldn't it?
So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Anything you want to say before we go, Kian?
Don't forget to comment, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.
God's sake, stop quoting old me and new me.
Apologies.
Stop quoting me. But yeah, if that's, I think that's going to be just the end now because Kian's too busy playing a game now.
Not too busy.
I mean, you're pretty busy. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. If you have, please leave a massive thumbs up and a like rating. And also leave a comment telling us what you really want us to talk about and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that'll be it. So that'll be the end of the podcast. See you in the next one. If you're driving, drive home safe. If you're walking, walk harder. I don't know. Anyway, just wherever you're going, have a safe week, and we'll see you in the next one.
Got any more bad.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Make it dead awkward. Bye.